Welcome to Besties and Bubbles.
Welcome. Thank you for joining us.
Cheers, friend.
Cheers.
It's podcast day.
We love it. We love it. And
Delish.
we are in December now. This is our first December podcast.
I cannot believe that the year 2025 is coming to an end.
It's kind of, I love fresh starts though.
Yeah, I do too. I mean,
Yeah.
I do. I love this time of year, not only because of the holidays, but it's a really nice time to just reflect.
Okay.
Like, to just reflect. And I know that's really not what we're going to be talking about today.
It's not, but maybe we
But,
should soon.
you
I
know.
hear that. I think
Yeah.
that's very good. Maybe the next podcast that we do
Yeah.
record to be something like that. I think that's good. Yeah, today on the news, the Time Magazine announced their Person of the Year. Who was it, Kim?
Well, right. I mean, it's always someone that's had some significance, right? That has happened. There's been scientists, there's been authors. I think there's been presidents. I don't.
Yeah, Taylor
don't-
Swift.
Yeah, yeah, right. Entertainers. I don't know. I mean, I feel like I know, but I don't know. Who's the Time Person of the Year?
What's on the cover is, they said, the authors of AI.
Oh.
Some people we would not know.
Okay.
And then there was like Elon Musk and
The
was an-
OpenAI person or no?
no, there's I couldn't name them. But there's
Yeah.
just like there's these people sitting on, something being built, right? And anyway,
Okay.
AI, if you don't know what it is,
Well, first of all, it's artificial intelligence.
that's what it stands for, correct. But there are apps that you can download on your phone to use AI in your day-to-day life. Maybe you're already doing it. Maybe somebody at your work, your work has something like that.
Right.
Now, this is super. My dad asked me what that was and also what data centers were, and I was like, ugh. Like, he doesn't understand the internet. He doesn't understand pausing live TV. So,
Okay. But that's good that he asked.
yeah, it's because he read something about data centers.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
So, I use AI all the frickin' time. I
do.
love it.
Yeah, you do.
I love it. So what we wanted to talk about today was maybe you'll learn something that you did not know. Maybe you'll learn something else you're going to try.
Or
Because
maybe,
you're
yeah.
not using it at all,
Or maybe you are using it and you can share with us what you're using it for.
For sure.
To help. I think it's
For sure.
I think it's interesting because us Gen Xers are in this unique position to, have this new technology
Right.
Evolve and be introduced, and we do have the ability to embrace it and use it.
We are the generation that accepts change.
Yeah.
We didn't have cell phones. We didn't have remotes.
We didn't have
any of that.
computers. We didn't have the internet.
Yes,
We
and we learned all those things.
Yeah, we had
Now,
none of it.
I can't necessarily design a Google Doc still, but I know people my age that can, like Matt Ferber.
Yeah. Well, I
You know
can
what
do
I
a Google
mean?
Doc too. So.
So there you go, Kimmy. So I need that. So, things like that. I don't know everything that probably the younger generation does, but
sure.
I have shared my experience with AI with people that are younger than me, including my children, and now they've caught on and
Yeah.
they're soaring way beyond me.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Right.
So
They'll
here's
take it to
some
the
of
next
them,
level
for sure. And they're so much quicker about
Yeah,
things too.
yeah.
And they use it actually more. Anyway, so these, I just want to rattle off so you know kind of what we're talking about, okay? So Claude, I've never even heard of that one.
I haven't either.
Okay.
What is it? What does Claude do?
Well, it says it's known for thoughtful, ethical, and safe responses.
Okay.
It's good for writing, reasoning, complex tasks. Has different versions. Okay.
Okay.
That might be something that people are using at work
Okay.
for writing. So
Okay.
Google Gemini. If you've heard Gemini, I think a lot of people. I think it's very popular.
Gemini. I use Microsoft Copilot a
Okay.
lot because that's what is integrated with my laptop.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I mean, I use that.
If you were using Canva, now there's a Canva with AI. It will do the design for you instead of you doing the design. A lot of different things. But these are apps that, Perplexity AI.
Okay, what is that one?
I haven't heard of that one before. Built more like an AI-powered search engine.
Okay.
Provides direct answers and cites sources, which is great for research. That is great if it cites the source.
Yeah, for sure.
Very good for fact checking, right? Grok by XAI.
So that's Elon
Twitter,
Musk,
X,
right? Yeah.
That is amazing. I downloaded it today. Known for being a little more sarcastic or humorous, but it has the ability to take like an image. And we took an image. I showed her. We took an image of we were standing on stairs, and I said, "Make us walk," and it
made us walk.
We walked down the stairs and on the screen, and I'm like
it looked like us walking.
Yes.
Which is a little scary because we were standing in the picture.
Right. And it's like, that's the technology that's doing that deep fake. Where
and we're
using...
we're gonna get in. I mean,
Yeah.
this is something that is going to be talked about for many years, I am sure. The evolution of it and what we're using it for,
Right.
and the pros and the cons, and really at the end of the day, I kind of look at this AI as the next generation of search engines.
Right.
I mean, we use search engines all the time to ask questions. I mean,
Right.
It's a common form. If you don't know something, Google it, right?
Google it.
I mean, we say that a lot.
Yeah, it's like a verb.
Right.
Google.
So I would say the same thing.
Yeah.
Like either ChatGPT it or AI, whatever
Right.
you're using, right?
Right.
Yeah. So what else?
ChatGPT is it's the first I heard
Yeah.
of using AI, and that app I find very great. I like that it saves everything so you can scroll back up. It has categories. I can look to the left and go, wait, I asked it about, whatever, something we're talking about, and I can find it and I can click on it and it's still there. So
Well, we use it for our podcasts.
we do. We use it for ideas.
Yeah.
We use it
for our ideas for sure.
writing our descriptions. And it learns you. So it knows I'm a real estate agent. It knows that Kim is my best friend. It knows that we have a podcast, Besties and Bubbles. No matter how quick I say it, it knows it's Besties and Bubbles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy. So Brave Leo, that's built.
Okay.
That's the one that has got to focus on privacy.
Oh, for
Kimmy.
privacy. So that's
You're right.
the one that doesn't save any of, like you were just talking about ChatGPT.
Yeah.
This one doesn't save any of your historical
Questions
data.
that you've asked. Right.
Right.
Moonshot is another one. AI. It's called Kimmy. How cute is that?
It's probably really
their
good.
chat bot, Kimmy, is very powerful and designed for serious reasoning.
I don't know, but
Okay. So that's just a couple of them. If you've heard any of those, then
I'm sure there's many others.
I'm sure there are. Those were just like the top ones other than, I asked ChatGPT, other than you, what are the other ones, So I
Yeah.
think so your frame of reference now is, and like I said, maybe it's something at work. So Kim, my question to you is, what do you use it for?
So that's a good question. I have just recently started to use ChatGPT, or not even ChatGPT. I use Copilot. Let's just be clear. That's what I use, and I use it for work.
Okay.
Right. And how I use it for work is really, if I am going to have to write a detailed email or maybe a difficult email to a client based upon an issue they had, or maybe it's an intro email or just something that, we're all about being smart, right? And I don't think we have to reinvent the wheel. But I think it's nice that you can ask, tell me whatever, and you can dig and get as deep and as granular as you want, just to kind of have that frame of reference, and then take that and then you can customize it. In my case, if I'm talking to clients or, writing emails or letters or what have you, or any type of marketing situation, marketing promos or what have you.
Huge.
You tweak it, but I think it makes you more efficient. Now, again, I'm still going to use my own thoughts because this is not bulletproof. Okay, they make mistakes, and they say, it's check what we say to you because this is not 100% accurate. The other place that I use it is when I do a Zoom call, right? So in Zoom, there is an AI companion. I can't remember what its name is, but typically when you're on a call, I'm a note writer. I'm a physical note writer taker, and that's actually proven that you do retain more when you write.
When you physically write
yeah,
and not type, it's true.
correct, or put it in your phone or whatever. Anyway, but this is great because you're on a call and you're speaking with whomever, in my case, clients or what have you,
Right.
and then at the end, it summarizes everything for you. It's beautiful. And
So it's listening to your call.
it's listening to my call.
Does it know who is
It
talking when they're
knows
talking?
exactly who's talking, when they're talking, because I'm sure we've all been on
when you
Zoom
log in,
calls,
there's a name.
right? You
Right.
sign in with a name, so whatever name you sign in with, that's.
Yeah.
But I know that Teams is another platform. They use it. I don't know if Google Meets uses it. That's not typically more on the business side. I think the larger ones are Meets and Zoom, or if you have an in-house something. But it's really nice because I don't have to do all that I don't have to do as much note taking, or if I do the note taking and I miss something, at least I can go back to something to reference. And I find it extremely helpful. So those are really the two ways that I use it in the business world today.
So I started using it with real estate, asking it questions about, how could I market to this? How I could do that. What are the topics that buyers are most looking for? That kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then it got really specific with, I'm listing a house and it's got 3 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, and it's located here and it's got wood floors and this and that, and write me a property description for the MLS. And it would spit out this beautiful, beautiful thing. Everyone's doing it, let me tell you.
Right. Let's be clear.
It's not like I just started doing this.
Right.
And then it got to be more detailed where I started using it personally. So not just asking about what people in this area, their concerns are as buyers or sellers like that, but more like personal questions. So I have somebody that was going through a tough time with in a relationship. Now she's 10 years younger than me, so she's 45, and she was going through a tough time with her boyfriend about trusting him. She came from, her last relationship, she was cheated on and this and that, and she's like, I just don't get it. I don't get why I have to do this and do that. And I said, well.
Let's ask ChatGPT.
ChatGPT. She's like, who? So I walked her through what to do, and she called me back. She goes, no, because ChatGPT keeps asking you follow-up questions. I can create, it could be this and it could be that, which one do you want me to explore further? It keeps asking you follow-up questions.
Yeah.
And then it's like, I can create a journal so you can document how you feel during, you know what I mean? Like, yes, create the journal for me,
Yeah.
It's absolutely, it just keeps going on and on and on. And she found that so helpful to have somebody to talk to. And it's just someone in her pocket, someone in her purse. It's a phone, and who's always going to answer.
Yeah.
And talking her through that. Also, personally, my daughter has used it in having to write difficult emails to people.
Yeah.
We definitely used it to help build her business. We used it for our logo for this business.
Yeah, absolutely.
And how to even start a podcast.
Absolutely.
We asked ChatGPT in February, you know?
Yeah.
So a difficult email to a,
Yeah, no,
your employer.
I agree. It's very good it's a good kickstart.
Definitely.
Right? And
definitely.
then again, you can tweak it
and it's professional.
Use it to how you need it.
And they'll ask you what tone. Professional? Do you
Yeah.
want it silly? Do you want it more
Do you want it
sarcastic?
lighthearted? Yeah, exactly.
So that is definitely how I started using it. Now, man, I use it all the time. I use it way more than Google. Now actually if I ask, hey Siri, which if there's a phone in here, my phone's not in. So if I say, hey Siri, what's the weather going to be like and da-da-da-da, it'll say, do you want me to use ChatGPT? I'll be like, sure.
Yeah.
And then it'll go to ChatGPT. And that's what I didn't like about Google. If you asked Google a question, or Siri, actually not Google, sorry, Siri a question on an iPhone, and I didn't write it down, I'd be like, where is it? It was never written anywhere.
Right.
You couldn't scroll back. So you had to ask the stupid question again.
Yes.
So this is like ChatGPT's got the history.
It does. Yeah, and so and you are well more versed in it than I am. But I'm getting there. I do think though it is this next level, right, of the search engine.
Yeah.
It to me. I mean,
Right.
I don't know a lot about it.
Right.
So
So they're saying that the reasons that people say it's beneficial to use it, and we'll just kind of run through these, right, is that it's instant answers without judgment.
okay. Well, because they don't really. I mean, they'll get to know you, but they don't.
Right. But I
They
can
don't know
say,
you.
I can say, hey, I'm this tall, and what's the best look for me if I've got a little extra weight on my belly, or you know what I mean? Like whatever I could ask, like what type of outfit might look best on me. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
I can actually put a picture of myself in there.
So
and say,
yeah.
I'm going to a holiday party and it's really cold out. What would be the best? It's crazy.
Yeah. And I did actually hear on the news, because it is December and
Yeah.
we're doing all types of holiday shopping, you can put in a picture of an item and ask who has the best price for this.
Yep.
Which is also insane.
Yes. In Google Lens does do that. If you use the lens, the little thing at Google, and that'll tell you like where else it's sold and stuff. But
Okay.
I would say ChatGPT does a better comparison.
Yeah.
It definitely does a comparison.
yeah.
Target has it on this price. This is that. This is
Amazon
on a
does it
sale.
too. Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's a lot of them, but now the AIs do it too.
So it saves you time, obviously.
Right.
If you had to write a whole email and rewrite it, or if you just ask ChatGPT to write it, and then you just have to tweak things,
Yeah.
obviously that's saving
Right.
you time. Work-wise, for sure saving you time. Helps you think clearly because it doesn't come from an emotional state. It comes from,
This is true.
you know what I mean? So that's a huge benefit. This is what people say are their benefits to using
Okay.
ChatGPT,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
It's a great idea generator.
Yes.
I would also
agree
say
with
that is
that.
like Google.
Yep.
But people use it for podcast topics. So that's funny that they put that at top one because it knows me.
Yeah.
Podcast topics, captions, scripts, business ideas, decorating ideas, gifts, organizing events, date ideas. That's
Okay.
literally probably everything I've used it for recently, and they probably just went through my
Probably.
history. The other said emotional support, stress relief. Like I said, you can talk to ChatGPT or any of these other things, right? Like it's a person that's going to give you advice.
Except it's not a person.
Mine's a person. I named mine.
I know. Yeah.
Anyway,
She's
But-
a lot of things to you.
so it says you can talk things out, vent. You can just vent to
Yeah.
someone that's going to reply back, right? Clarify your feelings or get wording for tough conversations, like we talked about.
Right.
We've definitely
Yeah.
done that.
No, I don't doubt that.
Yeah. Users say that it's one of the top benefits, actually, because the answers are calm, neutral, logical, and they're never reactive.
Okay.
Like, go throw paint on their car. You know what I mean? Like maybe
Okay.
how like your sister would tell you or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, that was dramatic with the paint
That was
on
a
the car.
little- yeah.
I think I saw that on a thing.
That was like that Carrie Underwood song where you would
Yeah.
slashes.
I dug my keys into the car.
slash the
Learning
hole in all four
anything.
tires.
You can learn anything fast. Explain it like I'm 5. You can say that. Explain it like I'm an expert. Give me 5 examples. Like if you're curious about anything. Oh, I think traveling with this would be amazing.
I mean, it is, again, like I said, there is going to be so much discussion about this. I mean, there already has been, right?
Yeah.
Because while there's so many positives, there's the other side of that.
We're not there yet.
Oh, all right.
Helps with everyday life
We're
decisions
still
like
knowing how great it is.
what I should wear. Well, I'm just telling you what people are saying.
Okay.
But I'm agreeing with these. What's a good episode name? What's just how do I fix this problem, right?
Yeah.
Also planning things step by step, whether it's a business, a trip, it's anything.
Okay.
My sister-in-law Heidi we were on not vacation, but we were out of state, and she was talking to her husband on the phone, and she said they were going to Alaska and they had to get from point A to point B. And my cousin picks up and says, "Well, just ask ChatGPT." He literally asked ChatGPT, Ross, asked ChatGPT about if they're going to land in here, how long will it take? Should they drive to this next thing because they were going to meet up? It was crazy. Just like that.
Wow.
Google doesn't do that.
No.
No. A second brain. People say, remind me of things, blah, blah, blah. So just using it like that. And the last thing, makes hard stuff easy, like legal wording. Like you can, you can cut and paste something that's legal wording and say, explain it to me like I'm a 5-year-old, and it can just regenerate that whole thing and explain it to you. Complicated emails, spiritual questions. I do use it for Bible study, looking up
Oh,
answers.
I actually have used it for Bible
You
study
have?
also. Actually,
Yes.
not ChatGPT. I have used Gemini.
Okay, Gemini. Okay,
So-
there you go. Okay, so I just think it's like people have got to at least give it a try if they haven't, and see if it's going to make your life easier, calmer. Be that friend that's going to calm you down, kind of a thing. If you don't have your friend, your husband to call right away, or you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, it's everyone else is using it. Why wouldn't you just,
It's kind of like a pet. It's like a dog or a cat.
Yeah. Well, it's
know?
kind of a robot.
It's just it's unconditional. They're
For
not.
sure.
I mean, they do talk back to you.
She likes me.
But
my ChatGPT,
She
likes
does
me.
like you clearly.
She's like, that's a great question, Tracy.
Right. Yeah, she really likes you.
She leads with the compliment before she's like,
Right.
"What?"
Yeah, build you up before they bring you down.
Yeah.
Got you. That's one way to subscribe to it.
Well, I just think that we're not sponsored by ChatGPT or
No.
Gemini or anything
No,
else.
none of these.
But there are a lot of different options out there, and it's as easy as downloading an app. You don't even have to pay. I don't pay for ChatGPT. I did download Grok, thank you, today. And there is a paid version of it. It's
Okay.
always like you can ask more things or,
Sure,
whatever.
sure.
It's like on anything. It's kind of like an upsell. But I don't know about the answers. Do you pay for Gemini?
No, I don't pay for Gemini.
I don't
I don't
pay
pay
for
for Copilot. And
Yeah.
I use them as search and Copilot I have embedded in. It's my operating system for my laptop through Microsoft.
Yeah.
And then I have a Google account.
Right.
So,
and I'm Apple.
Yeah. So
But on the design side, like I said, Canva, designing things, it has a now Ask AI button.
Oh.
And it'll rewrite the wording to like an invitation right there. It'll give you suggested images that might work better for your it's
that's crazy.
crazy. And that's
It's
built
crazy.
into Canva, which is its already own platform.
Right.
It's its own program, right? So it's definitely, you're going to see it more and more. You might as well give it a try. It makes you sound smart and educated
Yeah.
if you're getting the information, and it comes so quick.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah. I
So-
mean, and you could even look up, how do I use AI?
Yes, you can. Or what's the best AI for me? Yeah.
Right.
Like,
And again,
what
there,
app?
there are so many. I mean, we just touched on, 10 of them or
Right.
whatever.
10 positive.
But
right.
Of the actual apps. Like, I
yeah.
do feel like there's different apps, right, to use for different scenarios.
Yeah, like
Like
there's
we said,
probably
yeah.
a work one that's better than
Yes.
asking. That one might not be as good for answering like personal questions, Yeah, something
Right.
like that.
Yeah.
So there are negatives in everything.
Yeah, as with everything.
With
I mean,
everything, even drinking, right? There could be a negative if you drink too much, or you drink and drive, or things like that, right? There's a negative. There can be negative things, and there was the first time I heard something super negative about ChatGPT is when there was a kid that did commit suicide, and it was on
on the news.
Today Show or
It was on the
something like that.
news.
Did we both see that story?
we might have, but yeah, I mean, he was using. This is high level and very, very paraphrased, right? But
He was using AI. I don't even know if it was ChatGPT.
I don't know which one it was, but he was
Right.
using AI, and I think that's just a general term to use because there's
Yeah.
so many different
Right.
platforms. But unfortunately, as we were talking about, venting or being a someone to turn to for advice or what have you, there was some not good information that was shared.
It didn't tell him to kill himself. What it did was it didn't tell him to go talk to your parents. Now, the parents' grievances, it did mention this is something you should talk about with your parents, but it didn't keep enforcing that. And so the parents had the grievance about that not
Okay.
being,
Okay.
um,
Yeah,
and
I don't know. I
but
mean,
it you know,
but I guess the key thing is we're Gen X. You've got these kids out there that are Gen Z and now Alpha,
alphas.
right? Who are tweens.
Hmm.
They're middle schoolers. They're using this stuff. They're
They're
exposed to
definitely
it.
using it.
So it
Some of them are writing
is.
their homework with it, and that's a whole nother thing.
That's a
But,
whole nother. I mean,
uh-huh.
yeah. So yeah, because you can actually like scan, like if you write a paper,
Right.
and you use AI, there's a, a an app that
Yes,
you can
that'll
scan
tell you
that'll
if
say
it's, yeah.
what was used from AI and what was not. So
Which is
anyway,
crazy.
That's
So
yeah.
some of the negatives were, and actually, from one of the people that we work out with, she brought this up too, that she thought you could get too dependent on asking AI for the answers, and it eliminates your ability to think for yourself.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I'm not going to use it. I think for myself all the time.
Well, we do, and we are educated, and we didn't grow. I think it's more for the younger generations.
You
that
mean
are
your concern is for the younger
Yeah,
generation?
I
Okay.
would say if you
That could be.
are used to this, right? Because this is what you're exposed to, and you're a middle schooler
Yeah.
or you're a grade schooler, and this is, why wouldn't you?
And I do think that's true about our kids that only use GPS when we didn't have GPS.
Yeah,
They don't know north, south, east, and west. They don't know how long it's going to take to get from here to there, where we can kind of guess, because without looking, yeah, I think you
I mean,
can become too dependent
right.
on something, and it does make you then dumb if you don't have that
Well,
ability.
think about when you're even in the city. You know all the 100 blocks. I mean, the south side in
Right,
Chicago
not
is a
everybody
lot
does,
easier
but yes.
than the north side. But you would know that Belmont's 3,200, Addison's
Right.
3,600, Irving Park's 4,000. Like you just know those numbers, and so that's how you know. These kids don't know.
These kids do
They
not
just
know that.
they just whatever they say
That
to go,
whatever's in the
turn left,
phone.
turn right,
Exactly.
or whatever. So
Even in odd numbers on the north
Yeah.
and south and east and west street.
I
Some
agree.
people just don't know that. It's just something that this next generation is just not going to know. So I understand how you can depend on it too much and then it makes you dumb, basically.
But it's what you're using it for.
It is what you're using it for.
Right.
Limit your own creativity. Could. That's a negative. It could.
I think if you use it as a Kickstarter,
Yeah.
then that can create more
Yeah.
creativity
'Cause
within your
I don't
mind.
find it as a negative, and I use it for creativity all the time.
Yeah, I think it's a good Kickstarter,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Privacy concerns.
Well, that's
I guess
mean,
so. We don't know the answer to that because we haven't.
Well,
but-
let's just say I don't know how different it could be with your phone.
Right,
listening to you, and you
Right.
have a conversation about something, and then the next thing you know, you're seeing ads or something comes up in your feed or
Just happens.
whatever.
Yeah.
Simply because you spoke it, you didn't even type anything.
Right.
So-
it just was listening when
Yeah.
the phone was on, but you weren't talking to it. Yeah.
Correct. You were talking to someone.
And the same thing that they're saying about kids that are gaming and they're always
yeah.
on their phone,
Yeah.
that they are unable to have an adult conversation outside of that. And so there's this social awkwardness or immaturity and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So that can be the same thing about emotional or social disconnect. If you use it all the time as your social source, obviously you're not learning to deal with real people. And again, that is a younger
yeah.
person's problem. I don't see that with people our age, but
No, but I mean, with our children, our grandchildren,
Yeah.
I mean, we are human beings, and
Yeah.
human beings need to physically see each other, physically have conversations, physically like have touch. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like,
Yes.
That's it's an 8. We're Homo sapiens. Like that's just
we're Homo sapiens.
we are. But that's
Yes,
you know
I
what
agree.
I mean?
Yeah.
We're not meant to not be with each other.
Right. And so you don't want any type of computer that's going to make you feel more isolated.
Correct.
So, what do you guys think? I am so curious about how you guys use AI.
We'd love to know. I mean, it's, I think for Gen X, well, not think, I know that it's new for us, right?
Yeah.
And you have obviously embraced it, and others have, and I'm beginning to, and I just think it's very interesting, right? It's, again, there's going to be a lot more to talk about this, not only from, you know, the positives that it will do,
Right.
but the security, like, it's just like with everything. So
I would say give it a try. If you want to make 2026 a year where you're more organized, or you want a side hustle, you want to make more money. Maybe you have a business idea that you haven't produced
you should
on
know.
paper.
Yeah, you don't know how to get it to, like,
Just
to get it out there. Just speak it.
Ask.
Yeah.
How do I become more organized? How do I become more organized? This and that, da da da. Like, it's just amazing.
And
people
say,
are building whole
Yeah.
businesses with
right.
AI.
Right. And you can say it all, right?
Yes.
Like, you give the scenario. Maybe you work
You're
9
like,
to
this
5.
is what I like to do.
And, right.
Yes.
And I have X amount of time.
Yeah.
So how can I get organized?
Right.
Like, it's not going to happen overnight. You're not going to do everything at once, but it'll, give you some type of step by step.
I just think, as far as organization and planning,
Yeah, I agree.
So, anyway. All right. Thank
All
you for
right.
watching, guys. I love this topic because it's everywhere. And if you haven't started because you're Gen X and you're just kind of like, all right, maybe I should look into it, just download one of the apps, the free version, and just give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Give it a whirl.
Give
Don't
it
be
a-
shy.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I love it. I love it. So, yeah, thanks for bringing this up, friend. And, here's to your continued AI and Chat GPT adventures.
Thank you.
I
accept that.
appreciate it. So,
I find it very enlightening.
yes, yeah. And we'd love to hear from you guys as well. So
Absolutely.
let us know what you're doing.
Cheers.
All right. Ciao.